Well, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the AA Word of the Day for March 4th, 2025. And before I get into that, I want to thank each and every person that watches this video for joining me today. Today is my 34th anniversary of sobriety, March 4th, 1991. It just seems like yesterday. I can't believe that it's been that long. Well, I had such a clear voice before. I think it's sitting out here with all the pollen. It's covering the cars, the yellow pollen. And I'm so very happy. I am absolutely 100% positive that I would not be here today if I continued along the same path that I was on, of drinking every day till I passed out, getting up and doing the same thing over again, the definition of insanity. So, and I'm glad you're joining me on this journey today, this special day. Although every day I have to make that conscious decision, am I going to drink today or not? And when I woke up this morning, I made an egg sandwich, I had some oatmeal, and decided, nah, I'm not going to drink today. And so here I am. Got my celebration shirt on. And let's get into the reading, because that's the important thing today. Yeah, I could go to Dunkin' Donuts and say, hey, I got 34 years, but it's not going to get me a free soda, free coffee, that's for sure. So the word for today is weeding the garden. The essence of all growth is a willingness to make a change for the better, and then unremitting willingness to shoulder whatever responsibility that entails. By the time I had reached step 3, I had been freed of my dependence on alcohol. But bitter experience has shown me that continuous sobriety requires continuous effort. Every now and then I pause to take a good look at my progress. More and more of my garden is weeded each time I look, but each time I find new weeds sprouting where I thought I had made my final pass with the blade. As I head back to get the newly sprouted weed, it's easier when they're young, I take a moment to admire how lush the growing vegetables and flowers are, and my labors are rewarded. My sobriety grows and bears fruit. I'll tell you, this is really on the mark. Last week made the decision that I had always had flowers in the front of the house, and they looked great for 2 or 3 weeks, but then they died, turned brown, and it wasn't attractive. So I got out. It was from a catalog, Gurney's seed company, and I got 5 fire bushes. These are supposed to be dwarf. We'll see about that. They grow pretty fast, and in the fall and winter they turn red, which will be very attractive. And then I got some filler plants in between, and I put them in last week, and they are budding and growing already. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, it does have to do with AA. I'm excited about how I've grown in AA over the past 34 years. I'm certainly not the kind of guy I was when I came in. It mentions here that continuous sobriety requires continuous effort, and that is very true. No effort, you end up being a dry drunk, resentful, not drinking, but resentful in really all the character defects that you had before you went into drinking. If you're in the program, you do the steps, you make amends immediately, you help the next sick and suffering alcoholic to walk through the door, you're going to make spiritual progress, and that's the greatest of them. Just putting down the drink will get you to be a dry drunk. Following the steps and helping the next newcomer, keeping a meeting clean and safe and inviting will get them through the door, and that's where you get that better feeling and grow spiritually, always trying to do the next right thing. And sometimes it's difficult to see what that next right thing is, but the more you're in, the more spiritual growth you have, the clearer it becomes what the next right thing is, at least in my opinion. And that quote was from As Bill Sees It, page 115. Bill was the founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, along with Dr. Bob. Bill lived to in 1971, I think, and was able to see the growth at one of the national AA meetings. It was packed with thousands and thousands of people. What an experience. But you can go to his house, and you can go to Dr. Bob's house and all the old timers, and it's quite an experience. I did that because I was originally from New England, Rhode Island, and one of the groups I belonged to, we all took a weekend and went up there and had a great time going to meetings, and it was wonderful. Even a coffee tastes better. When someone else makes it, it tastes better, I think. And yeah, I'm not on a pink cloud. I'm very happy. Not on a pink cloud like you are that first year. I'm very happy at the progress I've made, and I know there's a lot more work to do. This was a strategic date that I picked because I turned 75 on April 4th, and I did not want to have another terrible hangover after having gone out with my friends and drinking as much as I possibly could and feeling bad about it. So I wanted to have 30 days behind me so I'd have a better chance of not drinking on my birthday. And it worked. It worked. I didn't feel like drinking on my birthday. Then I thought, well, I got this much time behind me. When I lived in Rhode Island, I had a very big yard, 5.5 acres. And I had a pool, and I used to throw all these great drinking parties. And I said, I don't want to do that again. That's not my life anymore. If I have a party, it's going to be, I'm not drinking, and I'm going to sit and listen to people. Because when I had the cookouts before and I was drinking, I didn't listen to anyone. And I wanted to make sober friends, so I invited guys from my meeting and women. And one of the meetings that I frequented was a men's meeting, a men's step meeting, and then I went to a general both sexes meeting, and I invited the people, and we had a great time. And there was no drinking that I knew of. None was there. I offered none, and I didn't see anyone doing it. And I sat and talked to people that I saw at the meeting that came. And it was great. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And that's why my date is March 4th. It wasn't that I had already made the decision that I was going to stop, but I wanted it to be strategically correct. See, I probably could have stopped in February, but I said March 4th will give me 30 days before my birthday, and that'll let me have a sober birthday, the first one I had since I was 13. And might have not been the best plan, but it worked. And and I'm still here today 34 times around the sun, and I am still sober. So, God bless you all. Thanks for being here on my anniversary. I'm glad the following of the channel is going up, which is good. As I said before, money isn't even in consideration. Helping people, helping someone that maybe is afraid to go to a meeting and would like to hear someone with experience speak in a less threatening situation. I can understand that. I went to my first meeting. I had a Chevy S10 pickup, and I had 2 cases of Miller Lite 16-ounce cans in the back. I eventually gave it to my brother. I never opened one of those cans after I went to the meeting. So my main purpose is reaching people with the message of Alcoholics Anonymous, and the more the merrier. If I could figure it out, I'd like to have some kind of live event. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, make a mess of it, and then people say, he doesn't know what he's doing. So far, it's worked out okay. When I make a really bad mistake, I just erase the file I created and start new. My computer is beyond hope. I'm on my phone. My computer is beyond hope. So I don't think any kind of editing software will work on that. And I think you need more memory than I have on my phone. So I think eventually this summer I'll wait till a good sale and get another laptop and start editing if I can. I'm not looking to make slick videos like some people. Yeah, I'm a foodie and I watch some of the food videos, and oh my God, those people's kitchen don't look like mine. It looked like nothing was ever touched in the kitchen. It's minimalist kitchen. Here I am. I have an electric oven on one counter. I have my coffee grinder on another counter. I have my Vitamix. I have a can for food scraps, and you look at them and it's so polished, and that's not my kitchen. So, my mindset isn't to be as slick as possible. It's to help as many people as possible in a time. I've gone over my normal limit here, but it is my anniversary, and so happy you've been here. I wish you all a safe and sober Tuesday, and we will see you tomorrow when I start working on my 35th year. So God bless.